Hello everybody, this is Amp1Way here, your host with GotNext Gaming, and we are going to do a Let's Play here of a game called Prison Architect. I'm sure some of you are familiar with this one. That's been out for a little while now. I'm a little late to the game with this one. I've been playing it personally on the side, trying to learn the game and get used to it. Something I've always enjoyed as a game like this is a simulation base builder, tycoon type game where you build your own prison and blah, blah, blah. Let me read the thing here for you quickly. Build and manage a maximum security prison. Build and manage a maximum security prison. As the sun casts its early morning rays on a beautiful patch of countryside, the clock starts ticking. You've got to crack down on and build a holding cell and detain the job a lot of maximum security prisoners that are trundling to your future prison on their yellow bus. As your workmen lay the last brick, you don't have a moment to let them rest as they need to get started on the first proper cell block so you can make room for the next prisoner intake. Once they all got a place to lay their weary heads, the fun can really start, you know? So yeah, like I said, like a base builder tycoon type of game where you build your own prisons and things like that. I've been playing around with it and having a lot of fun actually with this game. It's really cool. I'm going to do a little bit of it here. It is available on the Mac. For the Mac operating system. It just had its full release a couple weeks ago. It's been in alpha for a long time. You may have seen it around YouTube here and there. A lot of people play this game and have it up here. I'm just doing it because it's part of Mac and it's something I like to show to people who don't often see Mac games and great Mac games. And this is a great Mac game. You can find it on Steam. I forget. I think it's like 20 bucks or something like that, US. If you're interested, you go to Steam and check it out, and you can get the game. And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna jump in here and do a new game. We're gonna start with something. We'll do medium, nothing crazy. I'm gonna take off the generate forest parts only because it's annoying. Failure conditions we'll leave on, and we're not gonna do unlimited funds. You have the ability to choose your own warden. There's different people here. The warden, the lobbyist. The warden's just kind of generic. The lobbyist who gives you different kind of traits or attributes or whatever you want to call it, has the likelihood of receiving prisoners who are violent, lethal, volatile, deadly, or fighters. And then you have Rita, who has likelihood of prisoners being social or fearless. Prisoners are suppressed twice as quickly. I guess that means that they're weak prisoners, so to speak. And here's J.W. Periwinkle. He was a sapper in the war, so it's kind of like that RimWorld type of thing, right? Kind of like RimWorld in a way. It's got that feel to it. It's a bird's eye view, and it's 2D graphics, nothing 3D here. And probably why I like the game so much, because I love graphics. I love great graphic games, but it's not all about the graphics. Sometimes it's about everything else. It's more than that. It's more than that. Anyway, guard dogs have 50% chance of fully uncovering any tunnels they detect. You have the pacifier, who reduces overall temperature of your prison, making inmates less likely to cause trouble. And then we have Safara Akanova. Gets a small cut of resale value of each piece of contraband found. Prisoners found with contraband will be fined directly from their savings. I think I'm going to go with Safari here. I like the way that sounds. It sounds a little bit interesting. I always wanted to be a dirty warden. What can I say? I don't know. That's what we're going to do. That's what I'm going to roll with. Anyway, we're going to go ahead in here and jump in and start doing things. I'm not really sure how I want to set this up. This is the part that I struggle with the most. Let's pause for a second. It's always the planning stages, I have a general idea of the things I want to do, but what do you, I don't know. Deliveries, garbage, this can probably be our entrance area right here in the middle. We've got enough land here to build some serious stuff later on. You don't have to get really crazy into it in the beginning, like building like crazy. You get 30,000 to start. And we do have the ability to get more money if we take a look at grants. So grants here, we have some stuff here where you get a grant. You get advance payment, and then you get a completion bonus as well. There's a couple in here that I like to start with right away. So basic detention. You have to build a holding cell, a shower, a yard, a kitchen, and a canteen, and hire a few people here and there. They give you 20 grand up front, so it's nice to get yourself going. And then we have the administration center, which is for build an office. So you have to build 2 offices and hire a warden, and then you have to unlock finance and hire an accountant. and they give you 5 up front and 5 for the bonus, 10 for the bonus on the basic detention center. And then there's others as well. You can only do 2 right away at the start. Once you get an account, you can raise the limit of that. But that should be enough to suffice to get us going. Again, like I said, it's going to be more planning than anything else. Trying to figure out how I want to do this. I guess I'll put up a small fenced area to begin with while I think about this so that we can get going here. I'm going to keep that to the outside. I'll have to get the fence going because you need the fence regardless of anything that you do to start. So let's take a look here and see. It's probably not very symmetric, but I don't care. Don't judge me. And we'll go with the large jail door to start right there. We got to rotate that, hitting R. And we didn't quite get the fence all the way around. That figures. I missed that one. That's because I got zoomed out too much. So we're going to unpause that. We'll let them get to work as I start to think about how I want to handle this. Planning stage. We'll speed them up a little bit so they can get working on that fence quicker. And do I want to plan or do I just want to build? I think what I'm going to do here. So I think this could be our holding cell right here. We got a little walkway going through here. Let's actually look at that for a second. Right, and we can do this. That's going to be our holding cell. Don't need much to a holding cell. And then we'll put our offices on this side here. I do definitely want to build an office area right away, too. So maybe we'll do that. And that's the path stuff. I got to do walls. Never mind. And I always struggle with sizes. So, like, there's certain sizes. Like, for instance, let's take a look at this here quickly. If you look at offices, they've got to be 4x4 in order for them to be considered an office space. And that's the way with a lot of different things here. Cells have to be 2x3. Holding cells to be at least 5x5. So a lot of times when it comes to these smaller things like this, like an office or for instance, it's like screws me all up, and I gotta plan it out because I can't get the walls right, and I always end up making it smaller and it's not symmetrical, and if something's not symmetrical, it kind of makes me crazy in a way. So I do something like this here because it's got to be 4x4. Now if I do that from this side, I probably can't fit anything in the middle. Correct. So the office has got to be a little bit bigger. Office building has got to be a little bit bigger. Anyway. So what we're going to do is we're going to extend it out this way, a couple more, only so that we can get a nice 2-way hallway in there, right? So 4, and that's overkill. That time we went too far. See what I mean, folks? Just can't get it right. This is why I plan first, because I will make a mess. So another 4x4. And another 4x4, and now we don't have any room for an office here because that's just the way I am. So let's start from here. This will be our door. So yeah, that's the office area. Perfect. Perfect. So this is going to be our office building. So planned out, we need, I mean, 6 offices is probably overkill for the start of the game, but just to kind of, for future planning in a way. This way it's not in our way. Then what I want to do is I want to put, we got to put in a shower and a kitchen and a canteen. Yeah. So I mean, we'll put a cell block up this way. And I'm wondering if we shouldn't keep this area open for, like, utility stuff in a way. Cell block over here. So we'll kind of just mark that out quickly, just like that. That's going to be a cell block area. And then maybe we're going to do the shower here. We'll probably make the yard area over here. Right, so we'll mark the yard area like that. That'll be a yard. We want the pathway to be able to go through right through there, though, like that. So pathway all the way through. That's nice. And then we can wrap this in a path as well. The yard. We'll go back here, and maybe we'll put the shower, kitchen area. No, we'll do the kitchen over here. So we'll do a nice, decent-sized kitchen area, canteen area for now. Only because we do want to grow into it. And then, I guess maybe we'll put the shower over here because we're going to build another... We will build another, like, cell block over here at some point. So we'll do that. We'll put the shower over here, decent-sized shower, nothing huge. But again, just something... just to kind of get us going and mark off what we're going to do here. So, I think we've got plans in place. Plans are good. I'm happy with the plans. Let's do that. Okay, so we're going to hire some more staff right away. 12 guys. Hire 4 more. Let them get to work on that. And we're going to go in and start building some foundations as well. And we'll do that. And we'll put a jail door on that one. Just a single jail door. We'll get that going. And then we're going to go ahead and frame out our office area as well. And we will put a staff door on that one. Staff door, only staff and can unlock, not just guards. Jail doors, only guards can unlock. That's why we're using those. And let's see. We do have to get utilities in here as well, so we do need power and water. Got to do a power station. We'll do that. We're going to do that over here. And we're going to put it indoors, I think. We'll do that. And then we'll put the water station right next to it. Not too much room. Like a little more room. We'll put it like that. And we are definitely going to build a foundation around that. Power station's there. Placed down already. In order for the power station to work, you need to have these capacitors to kind of increase the generated power that's available, I believe. So without these, you can't get anything going. I'm going to place down 2 of these right away to get us going on that. And then you have to run electrical cable as well to hook everything up. We're going to hook it up to our water first, and we'll take this out this way. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. I hit the zoom instead. Okay. We'll get rid of that. We don't need that. And we don't need that. I'll take this out this way. And then we're going to run it straight through. Like that. Perfect. We'll worry about water in a second. Actually, you know what? Let's get the large pipe out. So with the water, I've learned, and I found out that you got to be careful. You don't want to put the large pipes into the buildings or into cells where prisoners can get them because they can dig their way out of prison, believe it or not. And we're going to want to putting our toilet right there that we need for a holding cell in a second. So let's take a look here. So this stuff is all up there. So let's get these actually marked so we know what's what. We're going to go ahead and do this holding cell. And if you mouse over it, it'll tell you what you need there. So minimum size 5x5, we got that. It's enclosed with walls and doors. And it's indoors, which also passes. So now we need a toilet and a bench. So that's what we're going to go get on our objects here. We got a bench. We'll stick a bench in there quickly. Let's rotate that and put it like this. And then we'll put one on this side as well. Again, you don't need a huge holding cell. I'm thinking about fencing out this area a little bit differently too for more security. Possibly later on. I don't know. Maybe sooner. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll think about that. Anyway. And then we need a toilet. And the toilet, so we're going to put over here. Against that wall. So they have some place to go pee when they have to. And then let's look at working on the interior. Now you have to come to materials to get your brick wall. And we'll work out doing this. And see, again, I screwed this up. In order to get that 4x4 area, I screwed up. It should have been much wider. And this is what I do to myself all the time, folks. I definitely screwed that up. Okay. Well, you know, it is what it is. Unbelievable. I can't believe I did that. Anyway, let's get doors in there. We'll leave it the way it is. It's fine. We'll put... Nope. Staff door there. Staff door there. And a staff door there. Looks good. Alright. I guess we'll have to figure out what to do with this side of it later on. That bums me out. Totally bums me out. Let's see. Storage. Doesn't need any kind of particular... Maybe we'll make it a storage area. Yeah, we can do that. We're going to do that right now. I said the 6 offices were overkill anyway, didn't I? So, there you go. And we will do staff door on this. Right there. So those are done. So much for planning. Even the best laid plans. Right? That bums me out. I do that every time. I'm going to put a small pipe in there to hook up the toilet so you have water to it and it works. That's the way that's got to go. We got ourselves an office here space now. So we're going to make this storage. Let's go ahead and mark that out. This way we know what it is. Storage. Done. They'll store all their extra pieces in there. This way it keeps things kind of clean and tidy in a way. We like that idea. And then we want to make this an office. And make this an office. And we'll make this an office. And now for the office, you can see we need office desk, chair, filing cabinet. Has to be indoors, of course. So let's go and get ourselves an office desk. We will rotate that way. Yeah. Get the chair and rotate the chair. Like such. Oh. I'm glad I saw that. Those are backwards. Wow, I am just not having a day here at all. There we go. And then the filing cabinets, finally. Get them facing the right way so that they're usable. Or at least look usable and they look right. And, okay. So, we're off to a decent little start here. We've got 8 prisoners coming. 6 normal, 2 minimum. In 7 hours. We got our holding cell done. Let's work on our shower now, shall we? Hopefully we can get everybody, everything going here before they get in here. Hold that. Take the planning stage out. And we're going to do doors. Regular doors on here. Doesn't have to be crazy. But we do need utilities to come out there. It's a little bit of a ways away, I know. Trying to leave space for future endeavors. I wonder if it would not behoove us to actually run the water right there from there. Run it like that. And then we will run it like this. Again, leaving it on the outside so as to not cause any areas where they can dig out and try to escape, because that's what they'll do. They're prisoners after all, and they will try to escape. It's part of what they do. Let's get our kitchen canteen thing going. Objects, we could put a regular door on the canteen as well. And should do it. Forgot a door on my power facility here, my utilities facility. I'm going to have to do that too. All right. Prisoners coming in 4 hours. All right, so let's wait and let them finish building that stuff there. We'll take a look here at some of the stuff. We got staff. We got 12 workers. We want more. No prisoners right now. Our intake, you can see here, you get paid for each prisoner that comes in here. So you get 300 per minimum, 500 per medium, and then 1,000 for maximum. We're not doing maximum yet. We'll think about doing maximum later on. I like the idea of maximum security and getting $1,000 per prisoner. We're getting 2 of the minimum and 8 and 6 of the normal right now. So it'll give us a nice little extra cash flow as well. You can control this. You can add. You can take away. You can do whatever you want with that. And then we have jobs in here. You can see who's working on what. Right now we can't see the tabs until we unlock them. We're going to go hire ourselves a ward, and then of course we have the grants. There's programs and then finance, and we'll get into all of that later on as we do move forward. So these areas are done. Let's pause for a quick second. Let me get this utility going. Utility stuff going. So I want to run a power line through there and maybe up that way. Make the back area the kitchen area. And then we definitely want to run it all the way through and into the shower area. I should do that for now. All right, so let's mark this as our shower. Mark this as our yard. We'll take that planning grid away. The minimum size is not 5 by 5. I don't get it. Yard. 5 by 5, at least one door. If I'm not mistaken, this is completely enclosed. Well, that makes no sense. Interesting. Yard. Okay. Maybe we have to unpause it. There we go. Yard. Perfect. Let's start working on the shower facilities. We're probably going to build a wall in here or two to help out with that. But again, we're going to start off a little generic just to get ourselves, not a bookcase, bookshelf, just to get ourselves going. So we're going to start with putting shower heads in on one side because we don't have a ton of prisoners. Okay, so now that we have that going, we can start working on the utility for that, right? So what we want to do here is you want to bring a small pipe in there and then across there. That'll get all those. So we'll have a shower thing going. And let's put drains in so we don't get water everywhere. Not there. In front of the doors. Drains in front of the door so it doesn't leak out into the open area. So that's that. They put a shower head in so that gets our thing finished there. Now we're going to take a look at this. Let's build a wall. Small kitchen canteen area. Big enough to put some cookers and fridges in. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Canteen. Kitchen. So we can see our requirements here. You need a cooker, a fridge, and a sink. Cooker. Let's put in 2 cookers to start. Let's put our sink in against the back wall over here. Turn that around. Put a sink in there, and then we'll put our fridges on the other side of the cookers. Let's take a look at utilities. That should be able to power up everything there. We're definitely going to need water for the sink. So we'll do that like that. That should give us water. Yep, that should work. And we're going to hire some staff. Let's hire our cooks. 1, 2. Hire some guards because the prisoners are coming. So we definitely need the guards to put into the holding cell. And we're off to a nice little start here. Very interesting. Good. Oh, we do gotta do our canteen. So we need serving table, and bench. And that will finish off our first grant and give us a nice little bonus. So we need tables. We'll start with 4. right there in front of the doorway. Let's do this. Do that. And then benches. And then a serving table. Turn that around. One serving table, that should be enough. It's a tight fit, but it should work. We can see we got our prisoners have just arrived. You can take a look at your prisoners. You can click on them and see their bios. So, sentence of 5 years for indie video game piracy. That's what you get for stealing games on the internet. And possession, intent to supply, perjury, robbery, burglary. He's got a wife and a daughter, 46 and 20. He's 50 years old himself. See his reputation, stuff like that. I think you have to unlock certain things like psychologists and stuff like that to get that. His experience, 2 hours in our prison, tells you his mood, things like that. And then grading, punishment, reform, tells you how he's doing. Estimated reoffend chance, 2%. So he's not going to be a reoffender. I mean, it's piracy of internet software. I mean, really? Whatever. So we got our first grant finished, and we got our 10,000 bonus. So it's good. We'll take it. We can't see our prisoners in there. We should have a security guard in there at all times, right? These guys are running around the yard. But whatever. And they're looking to get out now. We should hire another guard. Let's hire a third guard. Third guard going. Good. Done. And I think we can get our accountant now, too, if I'm not mistaken, right? Oh, we got the warden. We got the warden. We got to get the warden. I forgot all about the warden. So warden will go ahead and take their place there and claim an office. And now we can go to bureaucracy. This is the part I forgot. And we can start unlocking different things here for the prison, like security and psychology and health, education, finance, maintenance, legal. We're going to go ahead and unlock finance right away. It costs us $500. It takes 6 hours of game time to do so. Once we do that, then we're able to get the accountant, and we're able to see other aspects of the game as well. But we are off to a nice little start here. I think I'm going to put a break in here, folks, as we got our beginnings. Next time when we come back, we will research more stuff and build our first, holding cell, not holding cell, but our first like cell block, and build a whole bunch of cells so that we can start intaking more prisoners. We have more coming in about 17 hours or so. So 8 more prisoners. We're going to try to see if we can't get some cells going before we have them all stuffed into a holding cell, which is not very big and only has 2 benches and 1 toilet for all of those guys. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you for stopping by. Please leave a like. I will see you around the channel, and goodbye now.